So the key to working out surface area is organizing your surfaces so that you can keep track and account for all the different surfaces. So in this object here, we have a rectangular prism on the bottom and a cylinder on the top. Okay, so I'm going to start by drawing out my rectangular prism net. So there's my base. I'm going to have side edge, side edge, side edge, another side edge here, and then the last piece is going to be the top face. Okay, and I'm just going to draw a hole in there because we have a hole in that surface. Okay, and then separately, I'm going to have maybe I'll do this in a different color here. My cylinder is going to be a rectangular side surface, and we're going to have a circular top. The bottom does not have a surface because it's up against the rectangular block. So there's my surfaces here. I essentially have 6, 7, 8 surfaces. Now the rectangular pieces of the block of the prism is fairly straightforward. I'm just going to do length times width. These are all 90-degree parts, so I can work out these surfaces. 40 centimeters squared. That's going to be 40 centimeters squared as well. The front is going to be 20 by 4, so 80 centimeters squared and 80 centimeters squared. Now, I can work out this surface here by taking 200 and taking away the circle. However, I'm going to take away the circle here, but I'm going to end up adding this circle, this exact same circle on the top, back in. So what I can do is, instead of calculating the circle, I can just ignore the circle by just placing it in there and saying that it's going to cover the original, that red circle is going to cover the hole, and I can just calculate that as one surface. Okay, one surface without a hole in it. So this surface works out to be 200 centimeters squared. It's much easier than taking away the circle and then adding it back in when I did the cylinder here. Although it does exist with the cylinder, it will cover up that hole. So then what I'm left with then is just the cylinder. So I know the cylinder height is going to be 10 minus 4. So that's going to be 6 centimeters. The width is going to be the circumference of that circle, so that's got a diameter of 4. So circumference is going to be pi times diameter. And the area works out to be 24 pi centimeters squared. Okay, at 24 pi, if you want to work out the decimal, okay, again, the pi is actually better, but if you want to work out the decimal, 24 times pi works out to be approximately 75.398, so I'm going to round that to 40 centimeters squared. So there I've worked out all the individual surfaces. Again, the counting is important. I need to keep track of all the surfaces. I'm going to end up with 80, 80, 40, 40 for the front, back, and sides. I'm going to end up with 200 and 200. There are my 6 surfaces from that rectangular prism. I'm just going to add that all up. Okay, so that's going to be 400, 480, 560, 640. Okay, 640 centimeters squared. And then I'm going to add in plus my 24 pi centimeters squared. So my total area is going to be 640 plus 24 pi centimeters squared. If you want to work out the decimal value for that, okay, the decimal value is going to be 640 plus 75.4, which works out to 715 it's approximately equal to 715.40 centimeters squared. So there's my surface area. And again, keeping track of all the surfaces, I did a shortcut here. I took the top of the cylinder and filled it in the hole here so that I don't have to worry about actually calculating the area of that circle, because I'm going to take it away and add it back in. So in the end, it'll just cover the hole that's going to be in the rectangular prism.